I'm assuming that the ACC meetings are happening at Amelia Island. That's the dateline on this story from David Hale. Amid a significant outcry from coaches and a new NCAA push toward regulating name, image, and likeness deals, Notre Dame basketball coach Mike Brey has a message for his colleagues who are upset with an often chaotic process. Here's the quote. Coaches have got to stop complaining. This is the world we're in, and last time I checked, we make pretty good money. So everybody should just shut up and adjust. Every now and then you get popped in the face with a truth bomb. This one, courtesy of Mike Brey, Notre Dame.
It's refreshing to hear somebody with perspective.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
yep.
And I'm buying Notre Dame basketball moving forward. If anybody's embracing what's currently going on, it's that guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a reason, and it's not just because I think that his statements are loaded with hypocrisy. There's a reason that I'm out on Clemson football. I don't like their future. It's not because Dabo rubs me the wrong way when he's talking about devaluing education with his $9 million a year salary. It's because the way he talks is an indicator of somebody completely unwilling to adjust. And regardless if you think this is the right way, the wrong way, but currently it is the way. And if you're not going to take transfers at all, if you're not going to engage your boosters in the NIL game that is required to be competitive, you're going to get left behind. Reluctance to adjust is going to cost you.
Yeah.
Nick Saban is saying things publicly that aren't happening privately. They're using the transfer portal. They're using NIL. He may not like it, but they're doing it. Clemson's not doing it. This is the kind of stuff that if I were a Notre Dame fan, I'd be encouraged by because it's got perspective on all levels. Because you are making $2 million a year. I'm so sorry your job got a little bit harder.
And by the way, I have no issue with coaches being like, the calendar's a little out of control. I don't care how much money you make. When you're in a business that is as high stress as Division I college coaching is, especially in football and men's basketball, you need a little bit of downtime. You need to be able to unplug. And less head coaches and more assistant coaches. Now, assistant coaches are also paid really, really well, but they're not paid as well as head coaches are, and those guys absolutely grind 12 months out of the year now. I got no issue with saying probably need to adjust the calendar a little bit, regardless of how much money they make, because you just completely burn out. Borky, I don't care how much you love your job. Like you, Michael Borky, very rarely take time off. And like for the first few years you were doing this, you're like, no, I'm not going to take any time off. I was so proud of you last year. You're like, we're going on a vacation. And you came back, you're like, I needed that so bad. You don't even realize you need it. And it's not like we're out working in the salt mines or digging ditches or whatever else. But when you just kind of do the same thing over and over and over, you just need to be able to press the refresh button. So I've got no issue whatsoever with coaches saying, it really would be good if we could adjust the calendar on this. But it's not just coaches that need a break. High school kids that are being recruited need a break from it also.
Yeah.
Like you need to shut some windows down where this is not a 12-month-a-year deal. But I did think this was incredibly refreshing from Mike Brey. We're paid pretty well. We need to quit. It doesn't mean that they don't need to look at ways that can be adjusted, but we really need to stop complaining publicly about this because nobody cares. Nobody cares about us complaining while we're making somewhere between $2 and $12 million a year to coach college basketball or college football at the head coach level. That was pretty good.